Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new spoiler review of the new Disney Plus Marvel Studios show, WandaVision, that dropped episode 8. Previously on is the name of the title of the episode. Instead, we're giving my spoiler breakdown of this entire episode from the beginning to end. Welcome back to a brand new review here on Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Dinenberg. If you're new to the channel, I do TV show reviews, movie reviews, and streaming platform reviews and movie rankings. If you're into any one of those things, I would highly consider subscribing and ringing that bell. Please like this video if you're watching this right now. And also comment down below your spoiler thoughts and predictions of the final episode next week in the comment section down below. I respond to every comment. So let's get into this breakdown. So this basically was a bit of a mixture of Agatha's episode and Wanda's episode. We get an Agatha origin basically in the beginning, basically near the Salem witch trial era, and she basically kills all of her, it seems like, sisters. She's a witch, obviously, and she kills everyone, and that's how we kind of start the episode with a dark beginning to the episode. This is definitely one of the darker episodes, probably the darkest episode of the entire series thus far. And I really enjoyed both Elizabeth Olsen in this episode, of course, and Catherine Hahn, who are both delivering really great performances in their role. Easily, this is the best Olsen's ever been with this character, and obviously Catherine Hahn, new character, is really doing a great job as well. But as we continue along, so this episode is basically Agatha trying to understand how Wanda created the hex, which basically that we've been theorizing for the past 7 weeks or 6 weeks, however long we've been watching the show for. And now she wants to do this. Now we're going in the past. So first, we basically see the event that led to Wanda's parents dying, and the scene that Wanda and Pietro described in Age of Ultron, where they were sitting under something and they're thinking that they were going to get blown up by the Stark Industries bomb. And we get to see that entire scene. They're watching the Dick Van Dyke Show. So you can tell that Wanda based all of this off of her love of sitcoms. And Dick Van Dyke was obviously the first inspiration, and that's how he kind of got the first 2 episodes of the show, which was really cool to see that origin there. But then you see that the parents die. You don't really see the parents die, but obviously you assume, because they die. And then you see Pietro and Wanda waiting underneath the bed and like, should they move? And then Wanda kind of takes over her adult self and tries to stop the bomb, but she can't do that. So Agatha pulls her out of it. And then we go to Hydra, basically right where that Winter Soldier post-credit scene was around then. And we get to see Wanda have an interaction with the stone that, we have Loki's scepter back in the show, of course, because that in his stone is an Infinity Stone, and we see that yellow Infinity Stone pop up, and we kind of see Wanda have something memorized. Like, it looked like the Scarlet Witch herself was in a shadow form coming to her when she was interacting with Loki's scepter. That was a really great scene. Just seeing, and then we go to Civil War. And I thought it was the scene where Vision does walk in on Wanda and Captain America, but we don't get Chris Evans. We get kind of the first kind of romantic, I guess, moment between Wanda and Vision, but it was just that Wanda needed a friend in need. Her parents are dead. This is coming after a year or so after Pietro died. So she was going through a lot, and she was watching that TV show, and you saw Bryan Cranston pop up, which was hilarious. But Vision was kind of just there for her when she needed a friend, needed someone there to sit with her, talk about some of the stuff. And Vision, and why it helped was because Vision never lost anyone. He really explains that he's never experienced loss because he's never had to have a loved one to lose. And that whole scene was really, really great, really emotional as well. And Vision starting to get the sitcom jokes and him laughing a lot during that scene all played out very, very well as well. So that was very cool to see. And then we get to see the behind the scenes of Wanda, we thought was taking Vision's body. That is kind of what we thought based on what Hayward told us a couple episodes ago. But she actually doesn't take Vision's body. She walks in, Hayward has a talk, and Hayward basically just shows Wanda that they're basically pulling apart Vision's body. And that's when we thought Wanda was going to go off and just kill everyone and get Vision's body and go create the hex. But after Hayward pisses her off by saying that, he's not hers. She comes out, she doesn't feel him anymore. There's nothing that she can really do about that. So then she just leaves, and she does not take the body, which was what a lot of people thought was happening that scene a couple weeks ago. She goes back to Westview, and she is the one who creates the hex. She creates the hex, but she also recreates Vision. And again, as Agatha said at the episode, just chaos magic. And she called her the Scarlet Witch at the end of the episode, which was really, really great tie-in for the Scarlet Witch character. And we have a big cliffhanger setting up a pretty big finale that still has to tie in a lot of knots. And then we get the post-credit scene, which is Hayward, and they're bringing Vision back, which is really fascinating and really sets up a huge angle into this episode. And I keep bringing this up. It feels like no one really is. Vision last episode does leave that car of Darcy. He just leaves her there. He flies off. We have not seen Vision come back. Even in this last bit where they're in the middle of the street, there's nowhere Vision can be found. So I wonder how that will happen. But this new Vision is so fascinating right now, setting up a huge finale that we know we're going to get a huge cameo in this finale episode that Paul Bettany has been just building up in interviews. So I'm really pumped for this last episode. Tell me guys, was this one of your favorite episodes? This show for me just keeps getting better and better week after week. You keep getting more answers, but while you're getting more answers, you're also having questions about, even though you have now answers about the hex itself, you still have a lot of unanswered questions with what is Hayward and Sora going to do with Vision's body? Agatha, what is she going to do next with the kids? And you have Vision, the new, I guess, Scarlet Witch creation Vision. There's a lot going on. And also Monica was not in this episode at all. It was just Elizabeth Olsen going back in time as, Wanda, Agatha kind of tooling with her to make sure she knows what is going on. And the fact of her theorizing stuff was really great. So Olsen, Hahn, and Benny give great performances in this episode. And I am really sad but excited that we are reaching episode 9, the finale episode. Now, this was definitely the longest episode, if I'm not mistaken. It's around like 40 minutes if you include the post-credit scenes, the post-credit scenes, sorry. So it feels like they're going around this 45 minute mark for these last 2 episodes. And then 2 weeks after WandaVision's done, Falcon and Winter Soldier start up. So it'll be MCU nonstop action here on MASH Talks Movies. So you got to ring that bell for notifications. You have to subscribe. Follow me on social media when my reviews also drop. Please like this video, subscribe, share, comment, do all of those things. Thank you guys so much for joining me on my spoiler review of WandaVision, episode 8. See you guys.